Hello there everyone, today we're going to be talking about Face Clan because they kinda scammed people with the entire save the kit thing, cryptocurrency thing. So yeah, we're going to be reacting to their apology. So yeah, if you are not subscribed yet, please be sure to press like, subscribe and comment in the comment section down below. And also join my Discord. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. And yeah, let's get started now. First off, some backstory. What happened? Why? What did they scam and how did they scam? Basically, they made a cryptocurrency scam, and that's how they got. And that's how they scammed. And basically, they cashed out at the last seconds before the prices started dropping again. So yeah, let's react to the video now, boys and girls, of course.
You made a fuck ton of money, Sam. I'm coming clean about the whole fucking thing. Everything, start to fucking finish, bro.
Wow, how over intense is that intro? Like, let's be honest. First of all, in a real apology video, or in what you're calling it, what really happened, we wouldn't make that intense of an intro. Wouldn't even put in an intro. You would just be directly like, oh, yeah, and just own up to everything and stuff. But as you will see later, he doesn't do any of that. He's basically going to put the blame on someone else. So yeah, nice one. Let's continue watching it, shall we?
Alright, so this is against all legal advice that I've gone. The last thing I posted was a script. It was actually made for me by lawyers. I've been having to bite my tongue for this whole month while we collect all the evidence, and that's what's messed me up the most, man, not being able to come out and just talk. And finally now today, I'm able to do that.
So in other words, you made a previous video addressing this, and what did you do? You're going to be lies, so you're going to lie. You basically do lawyer, so that isn't even those weren't even your words. That's disgusting, you know that, right? That's lawyers. Your lawyers made a script for you, so they aren't even your words. So from that we already mean you don't mean any of this stuff, and you just wanna tarnish it. You just don't want to tarnish your thing, your reputation. Yeah, that's literally what I think is happening here. But let's continue watching the video because yeah, I'm getting already getting a bit triggered in the beginning.
Before I start, I want to say that I would never in a million years on purposely, intentionally try to harm, take advantage or scam anybody. I am no crypto mastermind, alright? I'm literally a content creator and I trusted the wrong people and it's led to this disaster that I'm in. But I also want to say that I am genuinely so sorry that any of this ever happened. It was never my intention, and if I could take it back, I would instantly in a heartbeat. You guys, my fans, have helped me build the life I have today, and I feel terrible that anybody was affected. Like, this shit eats me up.
Sure you do, buddy. If you really didn't want anything to do with that, you would have done your research, but no. What did you do? You had some random guy come in and be like, oh, we're going to do all of this stuff, and you said okay, whilst everybody in this world, especially you, because you're an influencer, knows most cryptocurrencies are scams. Now don't come with this BS of, oh, I don't know anything about this and I didn't know this was gonna be a scam, and I was never. You literally intended to. Nobody in their right mind would believe that. Yeah, let's continue watching now.
Even though I was tricked by somebody that took advantage of me and my fan base, I'm committed to paying as many people back as possible out of my own pocket. I feel awful that this ever happened, and I just want to do everything I can to help fix it. But I'll chat to you guys more about that at the end of the video with all the information. Over the last month, we've been gathering huge amounts of evidence and we've made some actual shocking discoveries. It's been very hard and complex to unravel, but ultimately a friend of mine, somebody that I trusted, stabbed me in the back in a way that I never could have expected. But before we get into that, I want to address some of the things that people don't know. First of all, I know I said this in my last video, I didn't make money, but I'm going to exactly break down to you how I lost $37,000 on Save the Kids. So let's start here with all of my wallets and transactions on Save the Kids. I have nothing to hide. I'm showing you guys everything for full transparency. So people have alleged that I sold for pure profit and then abandoned the project when this is just false. I have costs going out days and weeks afterwards for the pure purpose of trying to help them.
One question. Why would you have sold? Because if you guys never sold, this would have never been a thing in the first place. The only one who didn't sell was Tico. But yeah, that's a guy who at least wasn't in the scam. You guys literally all sold when it was where you guys knew it was most profitable. What did you guys do? Oh, promote, say, oh, if you buy our cryptocurrency, they will do giveaways, which the giveaways were also fake, if you're wondering. So yeah, and there's proof for in the video if you look at the names and stuff. But yeah, that's definitely not having the intention to scam people. No. That's continue watching though.
The project. For example, 2 hours after Save the Kids was launched, I sent $55,000 of my own money, and this was for one single purpose. If you're familiar with crypto, this website is a place where you go to check out all of the tokens, the graphs, everything like that. And on the front page of it, they have a vetted section where there's a bunch of tokens and everything up there has to be checked for security, the code's got to be checked, all of that. And that is exactly what the $55,000 was for. You can see behind me all of the screenshots, all of the transactions, everything. But that's just one of the costs that I have incurred. I was paying for everything and anything, like team members, donating the iPads to the schools, getting put on more of these exchanges and listings and things like that. It was the actions of one individual that caused the entire project to not be able to sustain itself, which was the original plan. And guys, don't get me wrong, I'm not looking for any sympathy. I'm only showing you my loss so you can see that I didn't profit on Save the Kids. So like, if I was really abandoning this project, why would I spend $55,000 of my own money and more on things that legitimize this and make it a long-term sustainable thing? Like, it literally doesn't make sense. And there's a wallet that I have that nobody knows about that still has every Save the Kids in it, and I didn't sell a single one. So if I was focused on profit, then why did I not sell that? And it's because I was committed to this project long-term. We thought we would be able to donate and give things through my videos. There was a bunch of charity tokens that were really successful, and we thought we could do the same. And to think I would participate in a rug pull that has my face on it, it's kind of like saying, you know, hey, I'm going to go and rob a bank without wearing a mask and expect not to get caught. There's no way I would put my brother and my friends' reputations on the line as well, especially when, you know, I have my friends and family and people I love who are invested and have their money in this. Like, why would I fuck them over? It just doesn't make any sense. So I want to talk about my friends and brother for a minute. So Jarvis, he only sold really weeks after to try and pay me back for the loss that I had. During all of this going on, he's preparing for his fight, training 8, 9, 10 hours a day. He had no idea what was going on and trusted me to do everything. So moving on, Nikon, he made $0. He only sold the amount that he put in, meaning he didn't make anything. Tico lost all of his money. He put money in, and he even put a bit more in after it went out and lost all of that too. He didn't sell a single thing. But there is one person that did make money and that is claiming to have not made anything and is lying to his so-called friends. And you're probably wondering why or how this ever even happened. So it all started when numerous people in the crypto space.
So yeah, Tico was the only one who didn't make money from it, because he didn't sell when you guys did. Like, you guys, and he also didn't do any of that stuff. He just bought. But he didn't want to scam people, so he didn't scam. He was literally the only garbage human in your entire clan that didn't scam. That wasn't part of your little scam club. So yeah, I think you guys need to reconsider your stuff. And the only reason you're giving the money back now, like you said, is because you don't want to be put in jail. Because then you're like, oh, but we gave the money back. And somehow that's a reasonable excuse for some reason. Like I don't know why. Like they still scam, so they can still be in. They still are able to go in prison. They still are able to go in prison, right? Like seriously, how is that even a thing? But yeah, let's continue watching the video now. Let's go. Also, next part is about the same guy. We will be talking about him like really good soon.
Were just talking to me and my personal team and saying, you know, hey, it would be really cool if influencers were the face of this project that really gave back and made a difference. So I was on board with the idea and we helped start the token. I take full responsibility for that. And obviously I have zero knowledge about how to make anything like this, so I was fully reliant on the tech team. We're gonna have to take a step back for a second and speak about somebody that was key in all of this, and that is Sam Pepper.
And I support save the kids, save the kids, save the kids.
Sam was somebody that I trusted.
Sam Pepper? Really? That Sam Pepper? How could you have... First of all, yeah, this is now falling apart even more. First of all, this guy has already been has already basically he basically pushed himself on women without permission. Like I'm not going to say the word because of YouTube. I'd wanna actually become in the what's it called again? The recommendations and stuff, the algorithm. But yeah, he already did some stuff in the past that wasn't that good, and yeah. So yeah, there is no way you actually fell for him, because he literally has a history of doing bad stuff. So yeah, you guys did this on purpose, and now you're just trying to run away and save your face, and not getting and not into pri- into not, and not getting into prison. How pathetic are you actually? Face gay, right? Yeah, face gay. You're actually a pretty pathetic person, if you ask me. But let's continue watching the video now.
To help with this token. I met Sam around 4 years ago when I moved into Banks's house. He was deep in the creative scene of LA and I found myself hanging out with him more and more. Sam was hired by FaZe for a short time as their head of content. This led me to being around him more and more, but that didn't last for long as my YouTube channel back then was blowing up. He quickly saw an opportunity for himself, I guess, and left them and convinced me to give him a percentage of my YouTube revenue in returns for being the brains of my content and doing everything. I was getting very stressed about the amount of work that I had to do in all of my videos because I was literally doing everything, so I thought he would be able to like alleviate some of that. Basically how it worked is I would give Sam an idea and then he goes and takes the idea and runs with it and basically does everything and all the work. And this quickly developed into him handling a lot more than just my videos, but just like all of my other business affairs. Sam was the person that introduced me to all of this crypto. Without him, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today and I would not be making this video. There was the initial NFT craze a few months ago where all of a sudden he got really obsessed with it, started making money on that, and it diverted all of his attention away from me when I was still obviously paying him. This is something that I address with people, as you can see on the screen behind. I was talking about that. I was worried about all of this because obviously all I focus on and my only goal is to make content and make videos. That's all I do. And it was Sam who was expressing interest over the next few months and weeks, whatever, of me and my friends, you know, coming together and being a part of a project that he does. So finally, when it came to Save the Kids, I trusted Sam to give legitimate advice and do proper decisions because he presented himself this whole time as an expert. He is way more knowledgeable about crypto than I am and is already involved in every other aspect of my life. So
basically, instead of taking accountability, which you said you were going to do, you're like, oh, if it wasn't for him, I would have never gotten into this crypto stuff. Are you for real? Like, no, 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 no. You guys would have probably still tried that. The guy just, yeah, you guys literally intended to, you're literally trying to be, and this is the apology. He literally isn't taking accountability or stuff for it. He's literally pushing the blame to someone else. Like, what the hell? What the hell? But yeah, let's just continue watching the video now because yeah, this will get a lot more yeah, pathetic.
If I'm to succeed, Sam is to succeed. I in no way thought he would ever fuck me over and his so-called friends, my family, and most importantly, all of my fans. Trusting him, obviously, now I realize was a massive mistake. He took charge without anyone's permission and started to make all of the decisions. His control and power influenced the main dev, who literally felt obliged to do what Sam said. Sam helped design the token, the art for the token, the website for the token, and fill the pre-sale. And he made all of the decisions that led to this current situation. This is a clip of him directing us for the promotional video that you've all seen. It was completely his idea and vision.
My name's Kay. My name's Jarvis. Nico. Kiko. And we support. And I support. Save the kids. Save the kids.
Now, a few weeks into the creation of the token, Sam and I's relationship very much has started to deteriorate. We had just moved into the same house from California to Las Vegas. This was a very stressful time for me as I was trying to pull together a new face house, make all of their content as well as the same time as doing mine and Jarvis's videos. I think it equated to something like 16 videos per week I was making, and obviously Save the Kids was an interesting project, but still my time and my focus is all just YouTube. I had never lived with Sam before, and to be honest, I was hating it. He's a very intense person to be around 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but I ultimately felt like I had no choice because I had just moved from California to Las Vegas, done all of this work to live in this house, so I was just kind of going to accept it. These problems got a lot worse, and it actually led to me letting Sam know that once we got back from the UK that he wouldn't be working for me anymore. It was very complicated as I have a lot of videos to deliver on, so I had to find a replacement in the meantime to help me with all of that. We had already booked a trip to Miami for Jarvis's fight, so we agreed to work on everything up until the point that I left. You know, it was very clear to me that he was putting in zero time into my videos and anything to do with what I was doing, and all of his attention was on cryptocurrency. More than this, multiple people have told me that apparently Sam's plan all along was to make $1 million in cryptocurrency and then disappear. And this is very important with what happens next. At this point, it's clear Sam doesn't care about me or my reputation, and he has no problem with breaking my trust and scamming thousands of people.
And here comes one question. If you guys all knew that, why the hell did you promote it in the first place? Like, never promote anything you don't know about, first off. And second of all, you guys all knew it was his intention to make to scam $1 million from him. Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure. You guys don't want to scam me. If I'm based just to get some more money, just to get money. No. Okay, this is a really pathetic. Like, what the hell? Like, for real. Let's be honest here, guys. Yeah, I thought so. No, but guys probably also think this guy is being pathetic and should actually go. This guy should go to jail. So yeah, let's continue watching the video now.
Next up, I'm going to speak about what happened to the anti-well measure, and everything I'm about to say has been investigated and looked at by numerous blockchain detectives. I want to reiterate the fact that I have no technical background or knowledge. So the goal essentially was to have a system that stopped these whales that own a large percent of the token from dumping it all immediately. Sam insisted the devs to make the change to the whale code. His reasoning at the time was that the people in the pre-sale wouldn't be able to sell enough of their tokens. It was completely Sam's idea to make this change, and it would only be revealed later on in our investigation as to why he did that.
There was a behind the scenes manager who mainly pushed this, and this was Sam was pushing, trying to argue with the devs that the code should have been changed so it was a lot less limiting. Originally, it was argued down to being 10 minutes, but then it was eventually stated that they just wanted it to be 1 minute. The devs were reminded that they were contracted, so eventually we had to concede and make that change.
Needless to say, Sam's actions had devastating consequences for the launch. More than that,
You're just literally making more proof, like telling us more proof on how you guys literally scammed people. You're like, oh, we're going to open a wallet. We're going to make sure people, no, not open a wallet. We're going to make sure people can like drop all of it in at the same time. That's literally, why the hell did you drop all of it at the same time then if you weren't planning on, yeah, on pulling out and running away? Because that's literally was literally your plan. You are literally helping, or you literally aren't helping yourself. You're literally making it worse for yourself by doing all of that stuff. But yeah, let's just continue watching. Okay, okay, guys.
We found 2 of Sam's wallets, which show that he made just roughly $70,000 in around 24 hours. I confronted him about this. He denied it all. I have recordings that I'm going to play. I even confronted Sam. I asked him, I was like, yo, man, please, can you come clean on all of this shit that you've done? Like, I'm finding this all out right now. My life is falling apart. I've been kicked from FaZe, and he just refused to take any accountability for any of it.
I had no idea that you actually made money, bro.
No, I didn't make money.
No,
I told you that.
No, but just showing me you've made $50,000, $40,000, bro.
On my main ones, I had 2 pre-sales, and on both of them, I lost nearly that. I think I lost 40, and then I put over 15 into mods.
I know Sam was the one who brought in all the mods, and they were left not being paid, which I know the mods got taken care of by UK. You were the one who sent them the B&B to actually cover them for their modding.
He then later, in another call, when I asked him, changed his story and said, oh, maybe I did make a bit of money.
It can't be more than like 5 B&B if anything. I got like my initial out, that was it. Like I got what I put in.
He was denying even owning or having access to any of these wallets, which obviously if you have a wallet, if you have something, it's on the blockchain forever. It doesn't just delete, it doesn't hide.
I don't have any wallets.
So I'm editing this right now, and Sam is once again tweeting about buying NFTs with his crypto when apparently he doesn't own any wallets. We can see his wallets where he's literally got hundreds of thousands of dollars. He must be hiding something to lie to me about this. He just can't stop contradicting himself, as you'll see in the next clip too.
And you also can't stop contradicting yourself. Like, for real. Yeah, for real. You can't stop contradicting yourself, so why would people believe you? Like, for real, let's go back to what you said in the beginning of the video, that you literally, last video literally was lawyers, your lawyers literally told you to do all of that stuff. That's literally, why would people believe you now? If last video literally got lawyers to give you legal advice and stuff, and literally make a script for you to type that it didn't, that those are giving your words. Like, let's be honest. But yeah, let's just continue watching this video, people, and keep on cringing at this kid.
And then show me your wallets. But right now, all the proof I have is that you made a fuck ton of money, Sam.
No, I didn't.
Bro, Sam, then help me help you then, all right? Help me help you. But right now, it looks like you made a fuck ton of money, bro. And you've lied to me and said you didn't. And that's what's hurting me the most. What hurts me the most is that you lied, bro.
I'm telling you, I didn't make a fuck ton of money, Kay.
I mean, then go and get the proof and then send it to me, please.
How do you work out? I have to...
Sam, Sam, you know the most about all of this stuff, bro. Don't, like,
No,
don't
I'm just
say
asking a question. I guess I have to look at each transaction and add up all the B&B and then see how much it adds up to, right?
Mate, you know exactly how to do this, Sam. Sam, you know what the fuck happened, bro. And I have nothing to hide at this point. And if you don't have anything to hide, then show me. Because I'm coming clean about the whole fucking thing. Everything, start to fucking finish, bro. So all of this is shocking enough, but we did find way more. During the start of our investigation, the main developer found a sheet called the Sam Pepper whitelist, and on it is a list of people that he's responsible for bringing into the pre-sale. You know, with everything going on, we thought this document might really hold some clues. After all, Sam's reason for changing the well code was that people in the pre-sale wouldn't be able to sell enough of their tokens. So the ownership of this document, as you can see, comes back to a strange name called Sponge Finance. finance. We still don't know who that is, but we know that Sam was the one that created this document. There are even jokes on the side of it where they're kidding and laughing about certain times where they're going to dump the token. This was on Sam's list that he brought in. And the biggest concern, and what we've really found out and what led us down a deeper rabbit hole, was that if you type in all of these Twitter names on the left, half of them are fake, not even real accounts. Who even knows if these accounts ever existed? So the people that Sam are trying to verify are real people putting money into the pre-sale are in fact fake people that don't exist. Currently, it's looking extreme.
Okay, first of all, you just literally said you were all, yeah, you all were like, oh, let's just dump all of our money at the same time, and these are the times when we're going to do it. So you literally said everybody was in it. And now you're saying you didn't. Oh my fucking god. Why the hell are people like this? They need to be accountable for what they freaking did. They need to get what they freaking deserve. Like for real people. They have to really literally get what they deserve. But let's continue watching this video.
Extremely likely that these wallets were owned by one single person. So that means that one individual owned 12.24% of the total supply, which is obviously insane. They then proceeded to dump these tokens almost immediately due to the well code that Sam had changed. More than that, the blockchain detectives that I hired over the past few weeks have found reasonable evidence that suggests that many of these wallets connect back to Sam himself, meaning that he would technically be that one big individual owner. One of his public wallets, which is known to be this, has been connected to another wallet, which is also without a doubt his. We know this because he sent funds back and forth from Sam's public wallet multiple times, interacting with it in different ways. This wallet then received payments from several other people that Sam brought into the pre-sale, and again, quote unquote people, I don't know who they are or if they are just Sam himself. It's very clear that whoever controlled these was moving funds across to many other wallets to make it look like they weren't owning as much of the total supply that they actually did. And their transactions were also in clusters of the same small amount, further proving that this was one person. So we've added up the total profit from these wallets, and it's insane amount, $333,643. This is how much it looks like Sam made. So I obviously confronted Sam and asked him about these wallets, and he denied it. I'll play the clip.
Like, I don't have my wallet I brought into the pre-sale with. I don't have it.
He was at the point in this conversation where everything he just said was a lie. He told me, and I'm going to play it to you guys, he told me that he doesn't own any cryptocurrency, not 1 cent, when we all know Sam Pepper is a millionaire from cryptocurrency. That's basically like saying that you don't own a bank account, that you don't have any money to your name, when in fact everybody knows he does. I can look at his wallets.
I text you, I'm obviously not gonna fuck with crypto.
You don't have any wallets, bro. You are, Sam, you are just lying to me right now, bro. I'm sorry, mate. This is insane. You're not gonna lie to me and say you have no cryptocurrency to your name. You have $1 million tethered somewhere.
I'm telling you the fact that I did not make 200k.
They need proof. I'm about to give them all the proof that they need, and you need to give me some proof. The least you could do, the decency, is to not lie to me straight to my face like this.
He then really freaked out later on in the conversation when I said to him that I was going to be exposing and sharing all of this information.
You're going to get it's going to be crazy when you release people's wallets, just for you.
What do you mean just for me? What exactly do you mean by that?
I feel like what people are going to do.
A day after launch, Sam had ceased all communication with key team members on Save the Kids. It was like he was pretending this never happened. He didn't care that my face was on it, my brother's face was on it, that my friends' faces were on it, that thousands of people had been affected. He was just gonna pretend nothing had ever happened and move on with his life normally. And just so you're not hearing this from me, here's another member that worked on the project that will explain it from his perspective.
Okay. So, I'm gonna get this straight. You were saying all of this shit. So we know that Sam has done all of that stuff, but where is you? Like, did you take any, in this video, did you take any accountability for what you actually did? Because you did stuff too, but you didn't do anything. You're just putting everything on that Sam guy. Now, are you? Yes, you are. So yeah, Maybe you should take some accountability in this video too. So yeah, let's continue watching this shit.
So my first question is that people think that I really quickly abandoned this project.
Yeah, like, that's just not true at all in any way, shape, or form. You were probably one of the only members of the team who stayed behind throughout everything. While most team members wouldn't even reply, I mean, you were there calling me on a daily basis to discuss ideas and potential marketing plans for the project. If we ever discussed an idea and we both liked it, you would send me the funds without any hesitation to proceed on that idea. And these weren't just small sums of money; they were 4 or 5 figure sums.
And then obviously I did just speak about how Sam like just abandoned everything basically.
Yeah, I mean, Sam went from being a huge keystone in the project every day, leading multiple people from the mods to the art team to other people involved, just going completely ghost. And even when I tried to reach out to him, he never even responded to me, but he clearly read my messages. I told him what we were doing for the project and asked him politely to come back, and he just left me on red.
So after Sam stopped all communication with the dev team, he then started ghosting all of his friends, which made me extremely suspicious. So as I was in the UK, I hired a trusted security guard to go and stay at our shared house in Vegas because I know how crazy Sam is. But what he saw shocked me.
All right, so I'm on the phone right now with the private security guard that I hired when I knew that Sam was going back to our shared house in Vegas, and I wanted him to basically recount everything that happened over there, if you could.
I was in the house assisting him with some of his items, and I noticed kind of Sam was in the house, kind of moving frantically, and was working on getting his items out of the house as well. He just was kind of walking around in a nervous behavior. When they were packing, they had gotten the U-Haul, and they were back and forth from the vehicles, stores and stuff, and they left very fast. And they didn't say that they were leaving or anything like that. They just left the house without saying goodbye, anything like that. Their room was, I would say, still 90% full of their stuff. Wardrobe was completely full of clothes still.
Mate, yeah, left all of his briefcases there, safe. Surely he could have fit them all in the U-Haul truck though, right?
The U-Haul truck that he did get would have completely fit everything in there. Instead of packing it all in the U-Haul, they packed, I guess there's what they considered maybe their essential items, and left. So it just kind of shows that they left quick because there's something may have happened.
Yeah, and what you said earlier as well about, like, obviously you were staying in the house, but at nighttime Sam didn't even sleep in there, you said.
They were just in their room, confined in the room. I guess I would assume they were packing up. He was coming back to the house with like MacBooks, some stuff, not really communicating with us.
And obviously, I don't know if you know this as well, but I saw online too, Sam sold his Tesla, that Tesla, the white one, he sold it.
And that just shows like he had to get out of here fast. Going back overseas, you know, that's overnight basically, you know.
Yeah, he's not able actually, like, once he leaves the US, he's like left forever, like he can't actually go back.
So guys, I'm editing this right now. We've been working so hard on this video and we have just found the final piece of the puzzle. Sam's $1 million wallet. He does everything possible to try and hide where he sends.
So yeah, he has a cryptocurrency wallet, but still. But did you face it? What did you do, FaceK? Did you address any of the things you did? Like, I don't know, those giveaways things? Those giveaway scams? No, you didn't. So yeah, I'm not saying Sam is innocent. I'm just saying you are also not innocent. And you are not holding yourself accountable. You're just saying, oh, this Sam guy put us all in all of this and we shouldn't get anything, whilst you guys also participated in a scam. Let's go push.
His money, but we finally tracked it down. He cares more about this $1 million figure than anything else. It was his only goal all along. It's all he's cared about, and I hope reaching this number was worth losing all of his friends over. And once again, as you heard earlier, this is somebody who said he doesn't own any wallets. So now the world can see. I will never be seen, associated, or working with Sam Pepper ever again. It's very clear that his actions caused an incredible amount of damage, and ultimately he only has his own interests at heart. And I really want to apologize about being led by somebody that I should not have trusted so much. I should have invested more of my time into really understanding what went on instead of relying on others, and for this I hold my hands up. Save the Kids was not charity fraud. Everything about the token was completely transparent and laid out on the website before the launch. There is a 3% transaction fee. 1% is the liquidity pool, 1% is the holders, and the other 1% goes to the charity. This is an automatic process that is coded into the project from the very start. The charity that Save the Kids donated to was called Binance Lunch for Children. This charity donates lunches and meals to less fortunate children in Africa. Right now, the tokens are valued to be approximately $34,000, and on the night of launch, they were valued to be around $140,000. And as you can see, everything was donated and has been from the very start. So people have questioned the coins that I previously spoke about on my Twitter, and I'd like to explain this. So I started out with trading these tokens like Dogecoin and SafeMoon. There was so much talk about them on Twitter, and the mainstream media was covering them, talking about how people were turning into millionaires overnight. And on any of those coins that I was trading or buying as a hobby, I was never the owner or the creator, nothing premeditated like that. I just wanted to.
So you wanted to see what it was all about by scamming people and being like super dishonest, because what you did is scamming, you know that, right? You know that, right? What you did is scamming. Literally. Yeah, that's literally what scamming is. And you even artificially increase the prices and stuff. What isn't scamming is, yeah, if it is scamming or not, yeah, let's just judge this aside. Let's continue watching the video, people.
See what it was all about at the start. So after that is when tokens started to really approach me and my team. One reason why I was really happy to state my support for some tokens was the fact that it was given back to you guys through giveaways. Throughout my whole career, I've loved doing giveaways to my followers, literally things from PS5s to Amazon gift cards to money, thousands of dollars, everything and anything I have given back to you guys. It's always been a key part of my brand, and it makes me really happy to do. You know, I genuinely at the time didn't think that there was anything wrong with it. A big part of what I do is brand deals, and they get brought to me by various people, and I treated these tokens just like any other company I work with. Me personally, I have declined the huge gambling deals. I've declined promoting OnlyFans girls to you guys so you go and buy their stuff. Things that I just don't want to expose you guys to. And I guess because I was trading it at the time and they offered me these big giveaways, I thought it made sense. It was the first time that the influencer and crypto space have collided like this.
First of all, I would have rather promote a freaking OnlyFans girl over scamming my literal fans. Like, for real. Those are literal scams, like, let's be honest here. And second of all, a crypto scam isn't the same as a brand deal. So yeah. And those giveaways, obviously it's good enough, but yeah, there's something sassy about them too.
And I was never aware of the negative impact it can have. You know, there were huge celebrities doing the same thing, and I think it's fair to say now that everybody's learned a lot. Guys, I gave away roughly $70,000 to random people in little over a month. Here are the literal countless screenshots of the transactions, of the conversations, everything with all of these people, where you can see how grateful they are to receive these tokens. It's surprisingly time consuming to select people and make sure they are real and not a bot, message them and send them their winnings. Often these people, as you can see, don't speak English. They're either very new to crypto, ask loads of questions about wallets, but despite this, we spent many hours making sure all of the winners received their prizes. If any mistakes were made by us, it was just an honest error. Why would I ever fake giving away a few $1,000s when amongst all of that, I'm legitimately giving away tens of thousands of dollars? And then even amongst all of that in my career, I've given away way over 6 figures of money to random people, man. Like, that literally doesn't make any sense. So it's come to my attention that one giveaway out of all of them was missed, and this is a $500 giveaway to a single person. So as you can see, a winner was selected in this document at the time. This was the only occasion where the funds were never transferred, and it's likely due to a simple miscommunication with my team. I rely on my assistants to go on my computers and do everything while I'm out busy filming, working, all of that. Now this guy has been contacted and paid 4 times the original prize that he won. All I can say is that I'm sorry that this one giveaway got missed, but to think I would try and cut corners on a $500 giveaway.
And if you like talking about those giveaways, if you look at those names, no, they seem really generic and similar to each other. Like, I'm not gonna bring anything up, but that wouldn't be out of the question if if those were just his friends or himself with just other Twitter accounts. Like, fuck. Bye bye.
When I'm really giving away tens of thousands of dollars, $70,000, it just doesn't make sense. So I just want to say I've spent 10 years in this space and never been involved in any kind of drama. I think that anybody that does know me knows that this is not a reflection of the person that I am. I lost a lot from this, and it's not just the business, but friends, you know. I want to say sorry to everybody, man. Sorry to my fans and anybody that I actually let down. I want to say sorry to a long list of people, man. FaZe, Banks, Jarvis, Tico, Nikon, Summer, and Rice. This experience has been the biggest regret and reset of my entire life, and I want you to know that I'm going to be completely changing my lifestyle moving forward. The original Frazier that started doing all of this didn't care about the money or the clothes, the designer, all of that fake bullshit stuff now that I know doesn't make me happy. I guess at some point in my journey, I really did get lost, and it's taken something like this for me to realize what actually matters. You know, looking back at it, I've been playing this FaZe K character for quite some time now, and at some point it really did get out of hand and it was not me anymore. I just want to go back to being the real Frazier, so I'm going to be taking this time to go back to my roots and just work on myself for a while. So as I mentioned at the start of the video, I will help as many of you as I can. Right now, there is no way of knowing who lost what on Save the Kids, so if you did, please send me your wallet address that you used to buy the token to the email down below with as much information as possible so we can reach out to you and help you fix this. Besides all of that, my crypto money is going to be donated, which you will see in my upcoming video, and that's just a tiny fraction of what we've got planned. Despite everything that's happened, you know, I am excited for the next chapter and I can't wait for you guys to join me. So take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you when I'm back.
Like, I mean, what he said at the end, we will see soon if he meant it or not. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment in the comment section down below. And follow me on Instagram and join my Discord. And until the next one, bye bye.